The haunting of Becky. When I was in my 20s, I briefly dated a girl named Becky. My friends jokingly told me she was out of my league, and in a lot of ways they were right. Becky was beautiful. Not. She had supermodel looks. The kind of girl you always expected to have a boyfriend or girlfriend. When I gathered the nerve to ask her out and she said yes, I was shocked. But soon I discovered there was something terrifying about her. The first incident happened about 2 months after we started dating. It was also the first night I ever spent the night at her place. Usually she would stay over at my apartment. Even though it wasn't as nice as hers and much farther from the nightlife district, she always insisted on us going there instead. But one night I got too drunk to drive and so we walked the short distance to her place. I learned quickly why she'd never invited me over before. At about 4 in the morning, I woke up to the sound of a blood-curdling scream. I was still half drunk and almost fell out of bed reaching for the light. When I finally got it on, Becky was still asleep. I shook her awake and asked her if she'd been having a nightmare. I told her about the scream. That's when she got this really strange look on her face. Her jaw dropped as if I'd just given her some really bad news. All she said was, "Not again." Then she turned over and went back to sleep. We didn't talk about it the next day. A few weeks later, I spent the night again. This time it was for similar reasons. It was the middle of winter, and we'd caught a late movie. By the time it let out, the streets were snowed over, and so we trudged back to her place for the night. We walked in to find her place a wreck. There were pieces of furniture knocked over, and her belongings were scattered all over the place, but there was no sign that anyone had broken in. I picked up her phone to call the cops, but she stopped me, saying, "It's nothing." Then she said something that chilled me to the bone. "It happens sometimes.